Welcome. We're here today to discuss Tevis Energy's quality heating oil and how you get more heat while using less oil. My name is Tim Watkins. I've been with Tevis Energy for almost 20 years, and I'm the resident fuel quality expert. First, we want to discuss Tevis Energy's lower sulfur heating oil and what our lower sulfur heating oil actually is. This is a sample of heating oil that came out of our terminal where we pick up the fuel. Our heating oil is a little bit different than some of our competitors in that the EPA allows us to have 3,000 parts per million sulfur in our heating oil. Our heating oil actually has 500 parts per million sulfur or less. We do test our heating oil periodically to make sure that it is less than that. We use an independent laboratory that does that for us. Some of the benefits of having lower sulfur, environmentally, when higher sulfur heating oil burns up into the atmosphere, it creates sulfur dioxide that goes out through the exhaust stack coming out of the furnace. It's bad for the environment. When that mixes with rain, you've probably heard it actually causes acid rain. With the lower sulfur heating oil, that actually helps reduce the amount of pollutants that are put into the atmosphere. When higher sulfur heating oils are burned in a furnace, they leave residue behind, or actual sulfur behind. With lower sulfur heating oil fuels, we actually have less soot buildup inside our furnaces that burn our heating oil. To demonstrate actually what that soot actually looks like, we're just going to take an average match, and on the end of this is actually sulfur. And we're going to go ahead and light this, and we'll let it burn for just a little bit. We'll blow it out. And on the end of this match is actually sulfur. And as you can see, with higher sulfur heating oil, that's actually what can be left behind in your furnace. With our heating oil, it has less sulfur in it. It still leaves some behind, but there's a noticeable difference that there's a lot less sulfur with our product. We've also found that our customers save between 5 and 9% while using our lower sulfur heating oil. Our service technicians have told us that when they go out to clean those furnaces that they find a lot less sulfur in those furnaces, helping to extend the life of our customers' furnaces. To add even more quality to our heating oil, we go ahead and we actually have a powerful fuel additive that we inject into each gallon of product that we deliver to your home. This additive we call T2000. It's a fuel stability additive, it's a water dispersant, and it's also a powerful detergent. So to actually demonstrate that, I have a very small amount here, and in this amount of oil, this is about how much that actually goes in. So we're going to go ahead and actually build our heating oil here. And really we just kind of put in about that much is all it takes. And now this is actually our low sulfur heating oil fortified with our T2000. I said it was a fuel stability additive, and one would ask, why is fuel stability important? With our heating oil, we want our customers using less oil. With using less oil, it's in their tank longer. Oil doesn't have an unlimited shelf life, so this actually helps the oil last longer so that when they go to use their furnace throughout the year, they still get great performance out of our product. The other thing that it does is it helps to remove water. So some people would probably ask, well, how does water get into my tank? Water naturally gets into the tank due to condensation forming inside a tank. We notice that there's more condensation that forms in outside tanks just because of the greater temperature difference inherent to the products. We actually test our fuel for water in our storage tanks back at our facility. We actually have sophisticated electronic equipment that monitors for water in our tanks so that we definitely know that you're not receiving it from us. I do have a demonstration for water. This is actually some of our heating oil, and then this is just water underneath of it. And what we can also do is we actually have a paste that we use, and this paste turns a distinctive color when it comes in contact with water. So I actually want to demonstrate this for you, and I put some of that on our measuring stick here, and you'll notice we're just going to put it down in here, and then it's going to turn a bright pink, only in the presence of water. So the oil was actually further up in this area, and the water was just down in this area. So that definitely lets us know when there is water in somebody's tank. Some of the bad things about having water in a tank, the water in the tank, actually there's microorganisms that naturally are just in the air that like to live in that water. And those microorganisms, as they go through their life cycle, they actually secrete sulfuric acid. What that sulfuric acid will actually do in the bottom of that tank is it'll actually corrode and eat the bottom of the tank and could cause the tank to leak. So by not having that water in there, helps provide a longer life for that tank. Those organisms can then multiply and keep growing, and they can actually turn into a material that will actually plug up your fuel filter and cause you to have performance issues with your furnace. One of the other benefits of using the T2000 happens to do with the detergency factor of T2000. This is actually a nozzle that sprays out the heating oil. And as you'll notice, there's a screen here, and it's really fine mesh. And that oil needs to be really clean to get into that screen. And then on the other end, this is actually where the oil comes out. So, and if you'll notice, there's a small hole here. That hole, actually, the oil sprays out. I tell folks that this is very similar to a fuel injector in your car, in that we want really clean fuel to come through here so that the fuel coming out of the other end comes out in a nice pattern. Basically what happens inside your furnace is the oil is pushed through under pressure, and then it comes out the end of that nozzle in a nice spray pattern. The oil has to be heated to about 140 degrees in order for it to ignite, but we've still got to have that really nice spray pattern in there. You know, we have these tanks in our basement, we have them around our houses, and you know, how safe is this really for me to have in my basement? I've actually got a test that we're going to do here, and I really don't want anybody to try to perform this at home. What we're going to do is we're actually going to take a match, we're going to light it, and unlike the sulfur test that we did, the heating oil jar here I have is open. It's actually going to put it out. And as you'll see, I mean, live flame, and it didn't, you know, have any issues, you know, putting out our heating oil. So it's a very safe product to have around your families and to have in your house and even around your home. Like I said, again, the T2000 is just another way that we already take Tevis Energy's quality heating oil and we enhance it to make it even better so that our customers have better running furnaces, use less oil, giving them better value for using our products. We discussed how we have now made our quality Tevis heating oil. The other piece that we want to talk about, I touched on earlier, we talked about outside tanks. Outside heating oil tanks do pose us a little bit of a challenge. The challenge with the outside heating oil tanks is that heating oil has wax molecules inside the heating oil. And what happens is these wax molecules, when they get cold, they would like to attach themselves to each other. A problem that causes is that the wax molecules will actually get large enough that they can plug up your fuel line and even your fuel filters. So to combat that issue, Tevis uses an anti-gel additive, and it actually takes and attaches itself to those wax molecules. And it enables it so that the wax molecules don't attach to each other so that they stay separated. Therefore, they can pass right on through the system just as they normally would in the basement tank. We don't need a whole lot of this to put in there. This is about how much would go in this size quantity. Our drivers actually take and they carry this on their truck in the correct quantity to put into your tank. And what they do is prior to you getting an outside delivery into your heating oil tank, they actually pour that additive into the tank, and then they put your heating oil delivery in there, which causes that product to mix up. So I want to go ahead and add this. So with that in there now, this is now Tevis Energy's quality heating oil product suitable for an outside heating oil tank. Tevis does this at no charge to our customers. Not every heating oil company adds this additive to their product. Just to reiterate, this is Tevis Energy's lower sulfur heating oil. We've added our T2000, detergency additive and water dispersant that we talked about in fuel stabilizer. We also added our anti-gel into this product. So this product now with the anti-gel is good to 20 degrees below zero Fahrenheit to be able to be used in your outside tank to still flow through your lines. I do want to talk about Tevis BioHeat Oil. And what is BioHeat Oil? Basically, we take our quality low sulfur heating oil product with the other two additives already in there, and the anti-gel only if you need it in an outside tank. And we actually add this product here. And what this is this is B99. What's B99? It's biodiesel. It's 99% biodiesel. So our biodiesel is a soy-based biodiesel. So basically, we ensure that our B99 comes from soybeans that are grown in the United States, manufactured and refined in the United States to make this product. This product has a couple different benefits. With being U.S. grown, we're helping with U.S. jobs. To make our BioHeat product, we add 5% to our heating oil, and we'll go ahead and put that in there. And it mixes right in. We've now made our BioHeat product, and it doesn't look any different. The only difference is we're going to change it from our low sulfur to our BioHeat. So our BioHeat product is seen by the EPA as a renewable energy source. It's actually one of the highest energy output products, renewable products, on the market available today. It contains a lot less sulfur. We talked about sulfur earlier. This actually contains 0 sulfur. So it actually takes our lower sulfur product and actually lowers the sulfur even further. So the emissions are even less coming out of your furnace. And we just find that it's just an all-round much better product. Tevis offers this at no additional charge to our customers. So to conclude with this, we've now created Tevis BioHeat Oil using our T2000. If it is an outside tank, we do go ahead and use the anti-gel. It's just an all-round good product. We find that it performs very well for our customers. So thank you for watching. I hope you learned something today about how Tevis Energy tries to offer the best value we can for our customers. If you have any questions, please feel free to call us at 410-876-6800 or look us up on the web at tevisenergy.com. Thank you again.